Feels like it's been a while since we've done this.
It has actually.
Yeah.
You got like food around your lips.
Thanks for telling me, though.
It's all
Good.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Bogies.
Oh, it's like a cabin up there. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Jamie.
And Shaba.
And today we're going to be talking
I
about...
haven't said that in a while. That felt
And
really weird,
Shaba.
didn't it? Hey guys, it's Jamie and Shaba. What was the last
Shaba.
couple video we did?
I don't know. I popped in on your Q&A. Oh, I've missed you.
Hi!
Shava's back. And today we're going to be talking about how we bought our house.
This is probably the most grown-up video we've done.
Yeah. As a lot of you will know, we moved into a house that we bought together back December last year.
Yeah.
Feels like both we've only just moved in and we've been here forever. It's very strange how time works. And we did a house tour about it,
We
and
did.
like it's been in vlogs and stuff. So you guys know that we bought a house together, and a question that we've been getting fairly frequently since we moved here is, how did you get a house at 23? Because it's something that a lot of people our age struggle with, getting on the property ladder.
Oh my god, it is insanely hard.
Yeah.
So we wanted to talk about the process with you guys and hopefully give some advice, or at least hope that us discussing how we did it might help you guys do it too if you're in the UK and in a position to do so. Before we go on as well, I just want to say, like, I need to disclaim that we know we are incredibly lucky and blessed to be in the position that we are in right now. In no way are we saying, oh yeah, we did it all ourselves and if we can, you can do it too. Not everyone is fortunate to come across certain life circumstances. Sometimes it is beyond people's control.
Yeah.
So it's not...
It's not like you do this and you can buy a house. We're just saying how we were able to do it, and if you're in the right circumstances, it just might be a few tips that can help.
Yeah.
But we know that we're very fortunate, and this isn't just something that anybody can do.
And it is luck. Like, I don't want to take credit for things that...
Yeah, a lot of it's been luck and circumstances and just making the most of it, really.
Yeah.
Anyway, the story starts back when we were 17 and we
In
first
1994, our parents...
met. We were born.
No, we met in...
2011. No, 2010.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. It was quite late though.
Yeah, it was like December.
Oh. Speaking of, just because we bought a house in
Yeah,
December,
we bought a house
so-
7 years later. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
we met when we were first 16, and then we got together when we were 17. And we have been living together since we were 18. When we started university, Shaba moved in with my family, and we shared my childhood bedroom, which was very cramped, for about 6 months.
It was a mess. It was difficult.
It was a mess because you were a mess.
No, it's... Well, yes.
Well,
but
you're
also-
not a mess, you're just a messy person.
But also because when somebody has their own space, their own
Yeah.
four corners, and they have filled it with their stuff, it's really, really difficult to have an entirely new being with the equal amount of stuff come and impede in that space and change up that routine.
It was worth it though, because I loved you.
Oh, thank you.
And then it was 6 months after that, and we were both 18. Actually, no, I just turned 19, you were 18, that we moved into a flat together.
So I knew when we were moving, actually it was when we were living at your parents', I was looking at student accommodation, and I'd actually been given a place on campus, and it just felt really wrong, and I was just like, you know what, I really, really don't want to rent. I know how most people have to, and I just thought it would be great if we could find a way to not have to do that.
Yeah.
I looked into buying a house or a flat or just something really, really cheap that we could live in whilst we were at uni.
Yeah.
And whilst I had like a tiny amount of savings from like inheritance and that sort of thing, I still couldn't get a mortgage. One, because it wasn't enough, but also because being students, students can't get mortgages. Well,
certain students without an income, like
taxable
permanent,
income. Yeah, in the UK, cannot get a mortgage because there's no guarantee and blah 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 blah. Anyway, long story short, couldn't get a mortgage. So essentially we worked with some relatives, which meant that we could get the flat and pay into it in a way that we got some money back from it as well.
Yeah, and we paid all like our own living costs, but it meant that we could save money, and also during that time we got jobs.
I worked alongside my undergrad 3 jobs at one time.
Yeah.
It was an intense period of time.
And then I worked in the summer and just had no money. Yeah, so Shaba worked as like office assistant.
Yeah, I did like really basic admin
student
stuff.
ambassador, And
Yep.
we both did a cleaning job, which was mostly over the summer, but we also got some shift during term time as well. And that was an
grueling.
experience. Yeah, it was. I was gonna say fun, but it wasn't fun. It was just an experience. It was one of those like learning moments.
Through that, we saved a lot of money, and also, I guess we weren't sort of like the normal student types.
Yeah, we didn't like. Neither of us really drink, so we didn't go out partying. And
We didn't spend a lot of money on
stuff
things like clubbing.
Yeah, definitely. And we stayed in the flat for 5 years. And then also during my master's year, I had a job.
And you were a
Yeah.
GTA, so
Yeah.
you taught and got.
I
paid
did
for it.
2 jobs that year because I worked in a lab and GTA.
Yeah.
Saved money.
And then I got a slightly better job writing policy.
Yeah, you like
whilst I
worked
was
your
doing
way
my
up.
masters instead
Yeah.
of just admin work, which paid a little better as well.
Yeah. And then that brings us to the end of our master's year. So we'd been at the flat for like 4 and a bit years by this point. And Shaba went into a full-time job.
Yeah, it was scary. The world of work is still scary, but yes, I did. And we were like, hey, maybe it's time we should move. The flat was like a little bit too tiny for us, and
Yeah.
now that I did have a full-time job, I was like, we can get an actual
Yeah,
proper
we were thinking
mortgage.
we could buy our own
We
place.
can do this for ourselves, like entirely, and it's gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By this point, even if we hadn't had the help from relatives in terms of where we'd been living and stuff like that, we were still at a point where with Shaba's job and what we've been able to save, we would have been able to buy a house ourselves. It just would have been a bit smaller than the one we got. I also got a scholarship to do my PhD, and this was at the same time that Shaba got a full-time job. And we did a few other jobs on the side that we got money for.
Yeah.
And we saved that. We just like basically everything that was coming in that didn't have to go out on things like food and bills and everything else that you need to pay for, we were putting into savings.
And the small YouTube ventures as well. There are a few tiny things that we've done that have brought in little bits of money here and there,
Yeah,
which
that have gone
entirely went to savings.
straight into savings. So we did all that for like 4.5 years, and we were like, do we buy a place? Do we want to like settle where we are right now, kind of thing? Like, what do we do? And then we decided, well, I'm doing a PhD here for the next 3 years at least, so let's go for it. Let's get ourselves on the property ladder because
Let's adult.
yes, we're fortunate enough to be in a position where we can, and we did. I feel like we should do like a little summary. So essentially, we've got very fortunate with some help from people and coming by some opportunities that not everybody comes by, but we've also saved our money.
With YouTube.
Yeah, with YouTube and stuff. But we have also saved our money through like earnings, and any kind of sums of money that we've had in is gone straight into savings.
And we worked our asses off.
And we've done jobs.
I'm proud of that.
And
I'm not proud of
Yeah.
cleaning up pubes, but I'm proud of the money we made doing it. That's another thing. So, and actually, it accounts for quite a lot of
oh
it.
yeah,
And actually, we have my nan to thank for this, because this is what she does.
we saved every single £2 coin that we ever came across.
You know you say coin really funny, right?
Coin.
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 You say coin.
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 I'm trying to think of a word that is similar, that is pronounced in the same way, but I cannot.
Coil.
Oh my god, my mind is coil.
Coil.
Coin.
You don't go cool.
It'd be coil? No.
No, see? See?
Coin? No, but it's different.
It's not. Coin.
Jamie, it's coin. Coin.
Anyway, we saved every £2 coin that we came across for like the entire time we lived at the flat. And,
I
like,
would
that builds
refuse
up.
to allow Jamie to
Yeah.
to spend £2 coins. So whenever we bought something in newsagent, we got a £2 coin, had to put it away. And it worked.
Yeah.
We saved like £1,000.
Yeah,
doing
like
that.
quite a lot of money over like several years, but I mean
Yeah.
every bit counts. Also, you took a job straight out of your masters that you decided to go for something that paid a bit better and was more secure rather than
Following
Yeah.
like my passions in something more creative that paid less.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we went like
Whether
full
that was the
on.
right decision or not is, I don't know. But it did allow us to get this house.
Yeah. So I think like the main thing is we've been very lucky with our circumstances and the opportunities we've had, but also since we've been serious in our relationship, which is pretty much from the beginning, we have had a mindset that we want to work towards this goal of owning a house together.
Yeah.
And it took us like 6 years to get here.
Yeah. So the process of doing that, when we realised that we had maybe enough of a deposit to do that, we looked at the
Buying a house is stress.
It is. We looked at so many different savings accounts. So there are like government ISAs. I won't go into too much like terminology because it would just be so boring. But the UK government does help people a lot with buying a house, though we got onto that too late to actually be able to do that bit. But we did have a savings account that we put quite a lot of money in that gave us back high interest if you didn't spend money out of it.
Yeah.
So when we were looking into mortgages and that kind of thing, although we had the deposit, I will say on salaries it's so difficult to get that lending money.
Yeah, to get something by yourself, like the fact that we
would
had
never been able to do this
incomes to
individually.
pull.
Yeah.
Well, we never would have been able to buy this place individually.
No,
I'm sure a smaller place. It's much easier
to
get on the property ladder with somebody like partner, friends. Obviously,
it doesn't even have to be a partner. You're so right. Like we're speaking with friends to try and help them on the property ladder too. So it's definitely something that can be done with multiple people. And if you're looking at doing it and you don't think that you can do it by yourself, find someone that you can trust to do it with. A cost shared is a cost halved. Very. So we found a mortgage that would take in both my salary and your PhD scholarship amount.
Yes, which was difficult.
Yeah.
Because not very many people will consider a PhD scholarship, but we managed to find somewhere.
And then we started looking for houses, and that was absolutely terrifying.
Yeah. And funny story, Shaba didn't like this house first time we came here.
Yeah. How many houses do you think we visited?
I think we looked at like a good 10 to 15 places. And like there are some places that you just visit and you know kind of instantly from the feel of the road, and like parking was quite important for us and everything, and you go in, you immediately like no, and it's really awkward because then you've got somebody who's like trying to sell it to you and showing you around, and I don't want to be like, actually no, we know we're not interested.
But there were a few people just like, sorry, we don't want to waste your time, like your house is lovely but we're not interested.
And there were some houses that were like really nice, but they just weren't in the right place. And you're just like, can I just pick this house up and put it here?
Even to this day, we found one house that was absolutely beautiful, and I can still see it, and it was the perfect house. We were so ready, and my mum, who used to work as an estate agent, she did say there's this thing called the parents' kiss of death. It's an actual term used in estate agency, and it happened to us. So we went and we absolutely loved this property. Then the parents came by and went, no. They didn't even look inside. They were just like, it is the wrong area, guys. That is why it's a nice house. Location, location, location.
Yeah. And so this place was actually one of the first that we looked at, and then we went through.
Third.
Yeah, but it was like really early on in our search.
It's the third view.
And we went through all of these other houses, saw some that we really liked but just weren't in the right place, saw some that we were like, actually no, I could see this one working, and then we came back to this one. I was just like, Shaba, come on, let's just go see it again.
I wasn't happy with it.
I had to convince her.
Do you know why? It's because of the setup that they had. Like the front room was on the middle floor.
Yeah, like we've changed the room layouts and setups quite a bit.
And it's only when you were like,
well, we could do this. Yeah.
I was like, alright, okay, maybe this could work if we do a little bit of work.
And do you know what? It works fantastically.
After 3 months of renovation.
It's actually not, it's been 7 months because we're still doing some. But
it has worked, And we are really happy that we are now homeowners.
It is a really difficult thing to do, to get on the property ladder when you're young. Actually, to get on the property ladder at all is really hard.
In this generation as well. I feel like the generation before us had a lot of help from governments and just the economy, really. Without going too political, it is bloody hard. And I just can't stand it when old people are like, oh, you're still living with your parents. It's okay. It's really sensible to do.
And, you know, I would highly recommend living with parents longer, or living in like shared accommodation, so just renting out a room rather than an entire flat, to save that money. And it is going to take a bit of luck and a lot of hard graft and saving to be able to get on the property ladder.
And compromise.
Yes, and compromise.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just wanted to share our experience of getting a house.
And say that it is possible. Sometimes you just need to be a bit strategic and team up.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work. With a stroke of luck.
Just like a big splash.
May the odds be ever in your favour.
Okay.
But there you go.
Yeah.
That is how we got a house.
Yeah, for everybody who's been wondering and asking, that is the story of our house buying.
A lot of saving, multiple jobs, a stroke of luck, and a very nice mortgage lender that will consider Jamie's PhD scholarship income as income.
Yeah.
So that we had double the borrowing potential. And we do have a mortgage, obviously. We've not just bought it outright.
Yeah, we do have a mortgage. Yeah.
Jamie was saying that, like, possibly, like, and it's true, I could see it too, we might
have a first
our
baby.
first child here, and that is a really weird thought. Like, this is a filming room, but it would make a really cool nursery.
Well, because I'm just thinking, we bought this place when we were 23, we're now 24, we're saying we're going to stay here for 3 to 5 years, and we're looking to have kids somewhere between like 28 and 30.
Not that we've planned it out like that much, but yes, when we're ready.
I have in my head. But yeah, maybe. But we're definitely having a dog here. It's happening.
Watch this space.
Gonna
That's all I can
Little
say.
baby puppy.
Anyway, let's wrap this up.
Yes. Anyway guys, we hope you enjoyed this video, and good luck to anybody out there who is saving or currently buying a house or looking into it. We hope it goes well, and
We hope it's somewhat useful as well. If I can just give like just a tiny bit of advice, if you think that renting is the only option, really just take a look at it, see how much you can save, and maybe, because you can get mortgages now with a 5% deposit, see if that is a possibility. Like, really do take a look, and see who you can do it with. If there's a friend that you really, really trust, if you have a partner that's willing, or you know, to take that next step and go in with you, it's sensible. It's worth it.
Sorry. Anyway guys, thank you. Anyway.
What was that?
Sometimes it comes out wrong. Okay. Anyway.
Koyan.
Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I would highly recommend checking out Shaba's beautiful channel if you...
It was sorry, I had to come out. I'm sorry.
If you would like to see more of that, then go click on the link down below in the description box. As always, thank you so much for watching. I've really said that. I'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe to this beautiful face. You make videos every Wednesdays and Sundays. One is trans and one is non-trans.
This is not trans.
I'm a good girlfriend.
You're a fiance.
You shut up.
I'll see you next time. Much love. Bye.
Bye.
Such a weirdo sometimes. I love you.
Thank you. My hair is still wet.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're always beautiful.